Sometimes the decisions you must make within minutes may determine your fate in life. So you should always be prepared to make the right call when it is needed. Your college education did not incorporate those skills to prepare you. Last but not least, one important skill you should develop is how you manage your money. So I'm an accountant and finance professional. So let me give you one important investment advice most young people should be aware of. It's called a Roth IRA. ROTH. IRA is individual retirement account. It's a retirement investment after paying payroll taxes. Currently, you can invest up to $7,000 a year for your payroll income, after payroll income. If you do that for just 3 consecutive years in your early 20s, and never look at that investment for the rest of your life until you retire, you could have $1 million waiting for you and tax-free. Okay? You will thank me after I am long gone. If you work hard at your job, you make a living wage. But if you manage your money well and make wise choices, you can make a fortune in this country. Always aspire high, but be mindful of helping the least, the last, and the lost in your community. Greatness comes to you when helping the helpless. Lastly, as Ethiopians, do not forget your roots in Houston and your parents' homeland, Ethiopia. I wish you all great success in your life. Thank you.
ከዚህ በመቀጠል ዶክተር አባተ ወደ መድረኩ
I'm coming with the Texas, you know. ጤና ይስጥልኝ እንደምን አላችሁ? ሙዚቃውን ብታረጉልኝ ኖሮ እየደነስኩ ነበር። ያመቻል። በተለይ የሳውት የወላይታ አይነት ቢት ያለበት ይመስለኛል አይደል? እሱን ደግሞ አሪፍ ነው ብዬ አስባለሁ። ባለቤቴን ስንጋባ በእኛ ቤተክርስቲያን አካባቢ ዳንስ ምናምን ነገር የለም የሚሉ ሰዎች አይጠፉም፣ እንደነ መስፍን ማለት ነው። ከዛ አልስቅ አለችኝ እና የወላይታ ዳንሱን አሳያት። በቃ ከዛ በኋላ ነው የወደደችኝ እንጂ ከመጋባታችን በፊት አይደለም ማለት ነው። እና እንደምን አላችሁ? ዶክተር መስፍን ብዙውን ነገር ተናግሮታል። ለምልክት ነው ይሄንን ያመጣሁት። And now I will be speaking in English as well as in Amharic, and I'm allowed to do that. Is that right? You know, most of you graduates, I hope you know some degree of Amharic. Is that right? And others also, all of you who know English, and my accent, it's better than Dr. Muslim, but it's still, you know, in that category. So, congratulations, graduates. It's so nice, and can we just, you know, applaud this? Yes. Greetings to everybody, graduates as well as parents, you know, who are here to rejoice with your children. And I really thank the Ethiopian Community Organization in Houston for providing this opportunity for all of us to come together to celebrate your achievements, and it's a great thing. I will not be talking much. There were so many restrictions put on me, not on Dr. Muslim again. I think there is favoritism going on here, but I will try to make it very, very, very short, okay? I I remember growing up, my dad passed away when I was going from 9th grade to 10th grade. He met an accident, and after a month or so in a hospital, he passed away. So I was raised by a single mom. We were five, four sons and one daughter. For me, I was the eldest. It was so difficult, very, very difficult time. And I was told that I'm the eldest in the family and I have to be a responsible person. That was a weight that I was not able to carry. It just crushed, on me like, a fallen object from the sky. But it changed my life. It changed my life. I started thinking about my siblings, especially my mom, and I started working very, very hard in my education. That changed my life. It came for carrying very difficult thing in my life, but I used it, or God enabled me, I should say that. God enabled me to excel in my studies, and I was fortunate, I was blessed. My father and mother were very much, into education. They put me in a private school. I studied in a private school. I graduated high school like centuries ago, much before, again, I think most of you here. And that was long, long time ago. So I used to remember a very famous singer singing Tamar Mite. How many of you know that? Adamayo Shate, Tamar Mite. So that was my song in my heart. So you have achieved, some level of education. That's very important. And I would like to remind you of one person who graduated. I thought that he will be coming. Timotheus, I don't think he is here, but can you put, his, yes. This is Timotheus, here he's autistic. And that's his dad in a nursing home. Now he is, and his mom is having a mental, issues, so much problems. But he graduated from high school. So, if I can do it, if Timotheus can do it, everybody can do it. That's the message that we are sending today. We are celebrating with you as well as encouraging others also. One of my favorite authors is Mark Twain. There's a little, book, very thin book, Pudd'nhead Wilson. In that, he says that, do you know what cauliflower means, everybody? Ababa goman, and the cabbage, pickle goman. How do they look like when you see them from the outside? The cauliflower seems to be sophisticated, isn't it? So attractive. So he says that a cauliflower is nothing but a cabbage with college education. That makes a difference. So I encourage at any age, to pursue education. But at the same time, we should remember what my friend's mom told him. He said that after finishing a bachelor's degree in engineering, he said that mom, he wrote a letter to her. She was in Ethiopia, and he said that I'm continuing for master's degree. And somebody was reading for her, and she said, what does that mean? It means he's continuing his education. And she said, bring a paper and a pen, write to him. Dear son, ሰው ተምሮ ቄስ እንጂ መልአክ አይሆንም እና ናና ጦረኛ. Those of you who don't know Amharic, you missed it. So I will translate for you afterwards. But what is the message that I got here then? Your education doesn't mean much unless it affects positively others also. It affects you positively, but others also. Dr. Masfin said it very well, so I don't want to repeat it. You I wrote this hat to remind you that you are Texans, and I wore this thing, to remind myself that I'm an Ethiopian, always Ethiopian. And I studied in India, lived there for 15 years. So when I meet people from India, I tell them that I'm made in India because my life changed in India. I was educated in India. I worked there. I married there. My son was born there. I'm now a grandpa at the age of 25. Don't make it 27. Thank you. God bless you.
እሺ ከዚህ በመቀጠል የመጨረሻ ገስት ስፒከራችን አቶ ዱላ ወደ መድረክ
Don't give him the mic. No, that's okay.
Actually, he was raised by a single mother. Actually, I was an orphan at the age of 7. So think of being an orphan in Ethiopia. They throw you around everywhere. Nobody wants to eat you longer than a month. So I used to shift around. So I made it through, and so I'll tell you my story. But if you try, if you work hard, you can make it. That's what it is. Also, I was actually. Sharif was supposed to speak. I think he was the backup speaker. I was informed to come here in a short notice. So I am really glad to be here, and I am really ecstatic to be here. I just want to tell you briefly about my background. Anyway, good evening. My name is Dula Abdu. Former research analyst for Hello. Again, my name is Dula Abdu. I am a former research analyst with JP Morgan Chase, and I'm really glad to be here. I took early retirement around 2003 at age of 51, and I have been volunteering since then to promote STEM education. I am a great fanatic about technology and education, and I strongly believe technology is a key driver of productivity, empowerment, and economic independence. So why are we here? Community and continuity. Thank you, Danny and his colleagues for making this happen. This effort ensures the continuity and the unity of the Ethiopian community are deeply meaningful. Back in 2004, we faced a challenge when the president of the Ethiopian community resigned suddenly. So there was a vacuum. So at that time, we have to do something because the original Ethiopian community organization didn't have a board, and some of the bylaws were not finished. So I got it, let me say that I was active in politics and also introducing the Ethiopian community in Houston and around the country. So I used to get asked the question, do you have an organization? So having an organization in the Ethiopian community is critical. So for that reason, what I did was that time was I helped Dr. Muslim, Dr. Abata, Dr. Wale is not here, Dr. Mango, Galata. So we got together. It took us about 6 months to form a board to ensure the continuity of this organization. I know when Danny was talking, he mentioned Dr. Wala and others who really worked very hard to make this happen. So the idea is that having an organization to continue is critical. Also having you guys, the graduates, introduced to the organization is critical because, as some of the gentlemen said, those of us will go away shortly, okay? Probably 10 years, 15 years will not be here. But to continue the organization, you have to take the mantle. You have to carry the vision. You have to carry the spirit of Ethiopia with it. Otherwise, there won't be any organization. So this idea of starting this graduation process is very critical and very powerful. And I want to thank the Ethiopian Community Organization, the new group, for coming up with this vision. So it's a wonderful idea. Now, I also want to share an organization called Appropriate Development Technology, where we offer STEM education, which is open to all ages. And also, even at this time, we are offering courses, remote classes to children the age of 9 to 14. So I'm a great believer or fanatic in technology, because technology is really what drives economic condition, empowers countries. What countries make them very powerful. America is so powerful because of technology. They have only 300 million people. China has 1 billion, India has 1 billion people. They are as powerful as the US. Advantage is the access to technology, leveraging technology. One country, people makes them powerful. Countries like Taiwan, Singapore, they are not richer than we are. Dubai, they are richer than Ethiopia because they leverage technology. So, in fact, in the past, I tried to put technology centers like churches, community centers, to a large extent. And currently, I work also in Ethiopia as well as the US to promote STEM education. So, if you can grab it for it, Dr. Busman said, if you work hard 25 years, you will be very successful. But also, if you really leverage technology, you'll be more successful. You mentioned a few powerful people, like Steve Jobs, who succeeded in life. You can really make it happen in those things. So, to conclude, also, last I want to share also one idea. I'm also proud to share that our organization, including Wuti Group, my daughter, Amaraj, and others, will be launching a scholarship for graduate high school students. Now, we'll be giving the scholarship. We will be giving the scholarship next year to graduates. So those graduates have to show excellence in academic skills, preferably in STEM education, also community service. If you combine those, we'll be awarding a scholarship next year at the same occasion to support our students to excel in academic as well as in extracurricular activities. So that's what I'm announcing. Last, what I want to say is I have a flyer here that I want to share. Also, I want to just tell you, this was the bylaw that we drafted in 2004. So this is the bylaw that took almost 6 months to draft. So I'll pass it to Danny when I finish. So I want to congratulate the graduates and their parents. Also, let's continue to invest in our youth, our community, our unity, our future together. Thank you.
አሁን ወደ ምሳ ፕሮግራም እንሄዳለን። አስተናጋጆች እየመጡ ወደ ቦታ ይመሩናል።